I feel like recently I've been a little bit too positive with my videos about chickens. And you know what? It's fine to have a little bit of negativity every now and then. I mean, after all, I have made a couple of videos talking about like why chickens are a bad idea, and I spaced them out a couple months apart for that reason. But today I have some pretty interesting things to say about it. Today I'm going to be presenting you with a couple reasons exactly why chickens, they kind of suck, not gonna lie. However, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but today we did unfortunately end up losing the last surviving chicken on our series. That, if you guys don't remember the series, My Chickens Christmas or whatever, we unfortunately lost our last person that was alive, Puff, today. So be respectful, I guess. I don't know. Puff, rest in peace. But with all that out of the way though, let's get into this. Reason number one, they attract predators. And I'm not talking about like some things you can easily deal with, like foxes. Yes, foxes kill a lot of chickens, but at the same time, they, for the most part, probably won't kill your dog unless you have like some extra small sized chihuahua or whatever. Foxes are like 18 pounds. For whatever reason, here in the Northeast, they all seem to be supersized over here. So like everything is supersized. The foxes here are like 25 pounds sometimes. I'm not even joking. Last night at about 3:50 a.m. I was sound asleep. I had my white noise maker on. It was soft. I had the dog. Soft night sleeping. And then bam, this stupid coyote starts howling. And I bet the chickens attract him too, because he was in an area where chickens constantly roam. He was right outside of our dog yard. I look out the window and I see him, and I'm like, wow, that coyote's like 80 pounds. Are these wolves now? Do they let wolves get into the Northeast? Who let them in? I guess we'll never truly know. But yeah, sadly we lost Puff today. My guess is a bobcat, because that, I was about to say a bad word. I was about to say the B word, but I'm not. That idiot, let's just say, has been here taking all of our chickens. In the last, this wasn't here 15 minutes ago, and I'm not joking, I was out here playing loud music. Like some of the loudest music you know. I was riding the ATV around, trying to scare everything off, and he still came over here. So I guess it's time for him to get evicted. And that's going to be happening very soon. Now, reason number two is that they go through a lot of feed, especially during the winter months. Here in the Northeast in the winter, we spend a lot of money on our chicken feed. In this flock right here, per month during the winter, it costed us about $210 per month just in feed costs alone, to actually be able to keep them fed. Because guess what? The Northeast, a great place to be in the winter. I make some great memories in the snow, but also that, like, the snow is all fun for like the first 6 hours of it being on the ground. Then after that, it just turns into a mess. Nobody wants to go in it after that, and neither do the chickens. So they're gonna be inside eating all the feed, because there's literally nothing else. But in the summer months, they go through a lot less, and we spend around like $90 a month on feed. Last month, we did go up for whatever reason, up to like $120 on feed. But yeah, feed's very expensive, and so are chickens, guys. Just remember that these guys right here, this chicken right here, is going to be costing y'all a lot. If you had this chicken right here, this little golden buff, you'd be needing a lot of money to care for just one chicken, trust me. What better time to be talking about chickens being idiots than right now? We're losing tons of chickens, but I do have good news. We are getting some more. But what better time to talk about it than now? Chickens are idiots. Yes, very, very stupid, but they're also playing smart with you sometimes. So I have to go rescue this chicken from back here. Do you see this, guys? She somehow found a way to get under there. Now she's not. Now she's unstuck. But a couple seconds ago, she was acting like it was the end of the world. These are our golden buffs, as you can see here. They are some of my favorite chickens. As I'm pretty sure I said earlier, second favorite chicken. 3 of them right here. We have the crowd of great chickens here. Get some of these guys if you guys haven't already for the spring season. I'd highly recommend these for a second or third time. But yes, chickens aren't the smartest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The only smart chicken flock I have is my pet flock. So shout out to my pet flock, and especially my chicken named Summer. She's going through a molt right now, so wish her the best of luck going through that molt. But in all honesty though, She's very smart. She never leaves the yard. She actually enjoys time with the other chickens. She's pretty smart. But so we have the farm flock and not that smart anymore, eh? Number 4, if you leave them unsupervised, they are going to make a mess. So if you guys have to leave on vacation or something like that, or you're going like out of town for like a day or two, and you don't really trust them outside. Like right now, if we're going out of town for like 2 days, say, for like a business trip, I wouldn't trust these guys here. Because right now we're dealing with, first of all, the bobcats, but also you need to check up on that weather to make sure you can actually do that, or just bite the bullet and say the bobcats can have free KFC for a day or two. However, yeah, right now it's going to be in like the 70s and 80s for the next 10 days. It's going to be beautiful weather. So I could probably just keep them up in the coop for a day with extra amounts of feed and water. But when I come home, I'm going to have to clean that coop thoroughly. Is my camera blurry? Has it been blurry this whole video? Better not have been. But yeah, for the sake of it, you're going to have to clean it a lot. Because chickens, when they're left unsupervised, will make your area a filthy disaster. I am not joking, guys. Chickens, literally, I feel like we're put on this earth to just make a mess out of things when they're unsupervised. Like, y'all, yeah, I'm gonna go over here and show you something. I don't know how well you'll be able to tell it, but there are a couple of these feathers here. They're leaving a mess over here because they're fighting and all that whatnot. And guys, you guys are further solidifying number 3. Why are you two still out here? I should name you two Dumb and Dumber. I think that'll be right for you two. You two seem to be the dynamic duo of stupidity over here. Y'all seeing this? The 2 golden buffs. I always say golden buffs are great, but y'all never sometimes see this. This is the uncut clips of my videos, and I have no clue why I just kicked around this old rusty metal can, but I guess I did. Number 5, time to start talking about roosters now for our final one, because I had to include them somewhere in this video. It would not be a video talking negatives about chickens without at least one mention of a rooster. Specifically going to talk about Falcon here. My rooster Falcon was not the greatest rooster ever, and this is the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of roosters. They go on power trips a lot, and I mean a lot. They go on a ton of power trips, and they think they're the big #1 main character, but in actuality, if a hawk in the air starts screeching, he's gonna go running and hiding. So that's interesting to say the least. But yes, he goes on power trips thinking he can take on anything, and when he actually tries to take on something, it's raps. Because my rooster Falcon, he wasn't also the lightest rooster we've ever owned. I'm pretty sure he was like somewhere between 9 and 12 pounds, which is pretty heavy for a rooster and for a chicken in general. But I guess he was some coyote's KFC for that night. But yeah, that was quite interesting. So this video is quite interesting. This is just the nature of the average to chicken video, bro. Just the most uncensored wild crap happening over here. Is this chicken gonna try to go to the wheel? Is she gonna try to start picking at the exhaust pipe or something? I just captured, I think, the stupidest chicken on camera. I think Falcon might have some competition out. Anyways, with all this being said, don't forget to go down below and click that subscribe button. It means a whole lot to me if you do so. Because if you do, you, my friend, are joining a great community of people that'll help you out with a lot of stuff related to the outdoors. And also, if you would be so nice as to click the video in the center of the screen, I would greatly appreciate that. Consider yourself a friend if you do that, because in the center of the screen, I have a video that is 1 hour long. You don't have to watch the whole video, but it's a 1 hour long chicken documentary, and I spent a long time working on it, so I'll see you guys there. Catch you guys in the next one.